Hey guys, and a massive welcome to this week's blog. I'm Vicky Murgatroyd from Life Empowerment Project, and this week I want to get down into something absolutely fundamental that you're going to have to master if you're going to continue to grow at the rate that you foresee and the rate that's going to allow you to hit your dreams very, very quickly. So the topic of this week's blog is how to conquer fear. So certainly for myself and certainly for every single one of my clients, there's going to have to be some fears faced in order for you to grow. We know that growth will only come when you get outside of your comfort zone. So that mastery of fear is absolutely essential for you to grow, as I mentioned, at the speed that's going to allow your dreams to come true. So one of the biggest factors that I've learned and I've managed to employ to create massive growth for myself and that I can now hand on to my clients as well is that fear is your friend. Whatever we resist persists. So often people will fight having fear. They'll fight having any kind of negative emotion within their body because they put so much connotation around it. Oh, well, that means this, and that means that, I won't be able to do it. And what will that mean if I fail? There's so much connotation around these little sensations that are in your body that they become bigger than you. They become bigger than you can manage. And that's precisely why we get stuck. That's precisely why we don't move. So whatever you resist will persist. So the things that you're fighting will continue to be thrown in your face. When you can let go and release yourself into the sensations that fear is and accept it like an old friend, then all of a sudden it becomes easy. And remember the fundamental principle: you are in control of your emotion. Nobody else, nothing else, it's you. When you decide to interpret those sensations differently, you get a completely different outcome from the events and a completely different result that you're creating because you've interpreted it differently from the inside out. So when it comes to conquering fear, and maybe it's been a little bit misleading in the title here, when it comes to conquering fear, there is no way. Whenever we grow, and when you're growth minded especially, you'll really resonate with this. Whenever we grow, there's going to be some element of fear. There's going to be some element of fear because there's the unknown. Because we're going places and doing things that we haven't done before, we haven't experienced before, we don't have familiarity with yet. And then very, very quickly, your comfort zone will expand and those things become easy. Just like I've said it before, when you used to have your first few days at school, in a new school, it'd be really scary. And there's things I don't know and I don't know where to go and I don't know anybody there. And then very quickly it becomes normal and it becomes natural. Same goes with a new business. You might say if you're working one-to-one, like I started out in my coaching practice, that was scary at first. And it brings up whole different questions about yourself, but very quickly that becomes easy. And then the speaking on stage, that was scary and it becomes easy. But when you're growth-minded and know that those sensations are just an indicator that you are growing, then it becomes a completely different story. If I'm not feeling a little bit fearful at least a few times a week, then I know I'm not pushing myself to grow. And it changes the connotations around it very quickly. When you accept fear as your friend, you have conquered fear. Because fear is not the enemy. It's not the enemy at all. Your mind is the one that's playing the tricks, and you are in control of your mind. So your best tip for conquering fear: accept it like a friend, know that it's the emotion of growth, and know that you can do anything. And when you stay in that mindset, it doesn't matter about the outcome. Detach from that and know that every single action step that you're taking is going to be paving the way to your dream life. And the question is, how much do you want it? Are you willing to step up? Because it's going to require discomfort in order for you to get to your dream. And that's okay, because your dream's completely worth it and you have everything it takes within you to completely and utterly live that life to its absolute best. The only question is, are you willing? Because it's going to require some fear. So you conquering fear is absolutely easy because all it requires is you becoming its friend, you letting go of the connotations around it, recognizing that the sensations and that you are in charge of those sensations, and all of a sudden, life just opens up. So we've had some phenomenal results with the women on the Master Your Emotions program who are continually facing those fears and pushing themselves, and they're doing extraordinary things, and of course, the results start to pour in. Because they've detached from the outcome and they're just enjoying the process of the growth now, they get in a higher vibrational state, they start to attract more abundance, more opportunity, more amazing people into their life, and everything comes into flow. So my big tip for this week, fear is your friend, embrace it, know that it's the emotion of growth, and that growth is just taking you towards your dream. So I hope this has been helpful. Remember, live empowered and be inspired. I'll see you next week.